She was born with spina bifida. We found out about it right at her birth.
When we were diagnosed, I didn't even know what it was.
The doctor to point to you and say, this is spina bifida, it's definitely a reality check.
When you're first diagnosed with spina bifida, no one will give you any definite answers.
Your whole concept of normal becomes something totally different.
Yes, what is best to explain the whole family, the whole situation.
What did I do? What did she not eat properly? What vitamins did she not take? Are we too old? Is there anything that we did to cause this?
It's a shock that I could have never have imagined. I mean, it's like something rips your heart out.
This is Sophie's story and that of other children like her born with spina bifida. It is a journey parents face every day.
It's hard to watch that video because Sophie's 6 now, and when she was born, her doctor told my husband and I, don't get your hopes up. There'll be no ballet, there'll be no gymnastics, there'll be no hip-hop dance class after school. And needless to say, we sent him her first ballerina picture for Christmas last year. So, I'm really honored that Jordan and her mom asked me to be here today, and I think what's really relevant, there's 2 things about this piece that I'm sharing with you, and it has to do with the inside out. Spina bifida, first of all, is one of those birth defects that is 70% preventable. In the medical community, 70% is almost 100. That's a really great number for something to be preventable. And to translate that into relatable numbers, that means 8 babies were born yesterday in this country with spina bifida, and 5 of them didn't have to have it. 5. And you ask yourself, how? And why is she telling me this? Well, you can prevent spina bifida and a lot of birth defects by taking folic acid. It's one of those bottom of the shelf, really cheap vitamins at CVS. The interesting thing about folic acid, though, is that yes, you and your mom and your sister and your cousin can go get some folic acid and take it, but it's also found naturally in dark leafy green vegetables. So eating your spinach, and your broccoli, and your kale, your collards, and any other dark vegetables. Strawberries has folic acid. So I tell you this because I don't want to point my finger at you and tell you to take your vitamins, but I tell you this because it's your body. And today we're talking about empowering you. And we're talking about your ability to make a difference with your body. It's your temple. Yes, our spirit has to be strong. My son takes karate, and every day he says, Mommy, he's 4.5, mind strong, body strong, spirit strong. Now you guys go to a great school, and you have great peers and great teachers and great coaches, and a great village here bringing you all together. So your mind is strong. You have people like Gina who are going to see to it that your spirit is strong. And I'm here to remind you to make sure your body is strong. You are in charge of it. And the other reason I wanted to show this video was because Sophie has spina bifida, as you heard, but she's on the part of the spectrum where she can walk and run and jump. A lot of spina bifida kids look like paraplegics. They have walkers or wheelchair bound or shunts or leg braces. And the interesting thing about Sophie is that you can't see what she has. Now, I know that she can't go to the bathroom by herself. That's on the inside. And you're in charge of the inside. We put so much on the outside as women. Our hair, our clothes, our skin, our style, our weight. The inside is just as important. Don't forget that. That's not just a bumper sticker or a t-shirt or a Saturday morning self-esteem workshop on television. It's real. Know where your ovaries are. Know what your uterus is. Know what your breasts can do. Know where your lymph nodes are. Go to your doctor. Talk to your mom. Ask her what's going on. Know your insides. And the last thing I want to talk about is tragedy. And what we think of as tragedy, and what we think of as our ceiling of what we can deal with. I didn't make the cut, I'm gonna die. I can't tell my mom I didn't pass the exam, I'm gonna die. My boyfriend broke up with me, I'm gonna die. I think I might be gay, I'm gonna die. Anything that we put as tragedy, I'm here to tell you, I've experienced the bottom of the barrel. And some of you in here may have experienced the bottom of the barrel of what you think you can bear. And as a young woman of consequence, and of everything you're going to hear about today, you need to leave this room knowing that there's a blessing at the bottom of the barrel. You can do it. You're going to fall down, but you can get back up. Sophie got back up. When I got her diagnosis, I cried every single day. I was supposed to put a catheter in my 2-year-old daughter to empty her bladder and help her go to the bathroom. And I cried every single day while helping her do this. So she's looking at me, wondering, what's wrong? Why are you at the bottom of the barrel, Mommy? I'm okay. The doctor told us in 6 weeks to 12 weeks to maybe a year will she get used to it. 2 weeks. She told my husband and I, it's every 3 hours. So at the 3-hour mark, she tells my husband and I, Mommy, Daddy, it's time to take the pee-pee out. She got up. You can get up. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. And from what I see today in this room, there's a lot of love in this room and a lot of women who care about other women. And that is something to be grateful for and to stay empowered. I really want to thank you for letting me share my story with you. I mean what I say. Take care of the inside. Empower yourself. And remember just how resilient you really are. Now, when I was little, my mom used to tell me, you better learn to accept the consequences of your actions, little girl. But usually she was talking about something bad, like, if you're going to sass me, the consequence might be a little swack. You know, or if your mom or dad tells you, if you drink and drive, something horrible is going to happen. Or if you don't study, something horrible is going to happen. But today, when I read the program, it says, Creating Women and Girls of Consequence, I smile, and I'm grateful for my mom, because what she also taught me was that I have a voice and I have a power to act on my ideals, to act on my passion, to act with my words and my voice, and create consequences that I can be really proud of. And sometimes as we grow up, we get a little nervous because we aren't sure what our passion is. And today, you're lucky enough to have a woman, Gina Otto, who you'll meet in a second, who found her voice. And she had the courage to act. And a great book, and a great message, and a great light was her consequence. After working in the film industry for 12